It was not long before I started my next voyage. On 7th September, 1710, as captain of my own ship this time. The owner of the ship wanted me to sail to the Indian Ocean to do some business for him there. But I was very unlucky on the way. I had to employ some new sailors from Barbados. But they were men of very bad character. One morning, as we were sailing round the Cape of Good Hope, they attacked me and tied me up. They told me they were going to take control of the ship and become pirates. There was nothing I could do. They left me alone on the beach of a small island in the middle of the Indian Ocean. I found a road away from the beach and walked very quietly and carefully. I noticed that a horse was coming along the road. He neighed several times in a very intelligent and gentle way. I watched this with astonishment and decided that if the animals in this country seemed so sensible, the human beings must be the most intelligent in the world. The horses then came close to me, looking at my face and clothes with great interest. They talked to each other again. And then the first horse made clear signs for me to follow him. I realized the horse did not belong to a human, but to the horse who had brought me here. In this country, horses, not people, were in control. I started learning a little of their language. Their word Hawaiian means a horse. I decided to shorten it and call them Hoey. My Hoey master was very interested in me, and as soon as I could speak the language, he asked me to explain where I had come from.
Where are you come from?
I've come from a country on the other side of the world, and you may not believe this, but in my country all the important people look like yahoos,
I said.
But how is that possible? Your Hoey surely wouldn't allow unintelligent creatures like yahoos to control the country.
He asked gently.
It may seem strange, but you see, I was surprised to find that in this country the Hoey are the sensitive and intelligent creatures, and if I'm lucky enough to return home, I'll tell my friends all about it. But I'm afraid they may accuse me of lying.
What is lying?
He asked.
Oh, but why does anyone tell a lie? There's no reason for doing it. We use language in this country in order to understand each other, and to give and receive information. If you don't tell the truth, how can people understand each other?
I began to see how different Hoey life was from what I was used.
But tell me about your country.
He continued. I was delighted to describe recent English history to him, especially some of our most successful.
But why does one country attack another?
He asked.
There are many reasons,
I replied.
A king or his lords may want more land, or there may be a difference of opinion between two countries. We often attract our best friend if we want some of his land. There's always a war somewhere. For this reason, being a soldier is one of the best jobs you can have.
A soldier. I'm not quite sure what that is.
Soldier is a Yahoo who worked for king and country. His orders are to kill as many people as he can.
I answered.
People who've never hurt him.
Asked the Hoey.
That's right. Soldiers have killed thousands of people in recent history.
I said.
Be quiet.
He ordered.
I've heard enough. I know Yahoos are bad. But I didn't realize they could possibly do such terrible things.
After these conversations, I began to wonder whether the Hoeys were right. Why do we humans so often fight wars and tell lies? Peace and truth began to seem more important than making war or making money. Perhaps you can imagine how I felt. I knew I could be happy forever with these sensible, gentle creatures who never lied or stole. In a country which had no disease, no crime, no wars. But this perfect happiness did not last long. I left with them around 2 months. One day,
I'm sorry.
said my master one day.
My friends and I have decided you can't stay here any longer. You see, you're neither one of us, nor Yahoos.
No. Don't send me away. How can I go back to England to live with those awful humans?
I'm afraid you must. My servants will help you make a boat.
And so, 2 months later, although I was very sad to leave, I said goodbye to my dear master and his family, and rode away from the land of the Hoeys. I knew that I would never find happiness anywhere else. After several days traveling eastwards, I arrived in Australia, and from there managed to find a ship returning to Europe. And when I arrived home in England, my wife and children were delighted to see me, because they had thought I was dead. I will say no more. Clearly, there is no hope for human beings. I was stupid to think that I could bring reason and truth into their lives and thoughts. And humans they will remain.